Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a really interesting video for all you Blue Lock Rivals fans out there, especially the Sae mains. There's a major change that wasn't listed in the official patch notes, or even in the Discord updates tab, and it has to do with Sae's beautiful shot. Let's break it down. But before we dive into that, we need to briefly go over some important updates and bug fixes that flew under the radar, and honestly, they deserve more attention. So first off, a bunch of bugs were quietly patched. No big announcements, just silent fixes. Let's start with Nagi's trap move. There was a bug where sometimes the trap wouldn't activate properly when you used the ability. It was super frustrating, especially when the animation would play, but nothing would happen. That's been fixed now, so Nagi mains, you can breathe easy again. Another related bug involved a weird interaction between Nagi's trap and Sae's arm swipe. Sometimes if you were mid-air and got hit by the arm swipe, your character would freeze mid-animation, just floating while the ball dropped. The model would break and it looked ridiculous, but that issue has finally been resolved. Now, if you have Nagi, you can use his trap safely again, without worrying about getting stuck mid-air like a glitchy anime ghost. Speaking of Sae, there was a visual bug involving his awakening and ultimate. If you activated his awakening and then immediately used his ultimate like instantly pressed the cutscene button, the entire screen would get a purple tint. And not just for the current match, but it would stay like that even into the next match. And if you repeated the same combo in match 2, the screen would turn so purple it was basically unplayable. I personally found this super annoying. Like, I used to line myself up in front of the goal, activate awakening, then immediately use the cutscene so opponents wouldn't run. And boom, purple haze. It was kind of cool the first time, but after it started stacking, it became unbearable. I'm not sure if it's fixed yet, but if it isn't, I'll show a screenshot here of how the field looked. I really hope the devs patch this soon. Now, let's move into the juiciest part. Sae's beautiful shot buff that never made it into the official update notes. This is a silent buff. And if you're a Sae main like me, you probably already felt it. They increased the range and power of the shot. It's not a massive overhaul, but it's very noticeable. Now his shot hits harder and flies further than before, making it a much more reliable scoring tool. But, let's be real, I don't think this will stay forever. In my opinion, the devs are testing changes and might remove or rework it later. Don't get me wrong, I love this buff. But Beautiful Shot still isn't on the level of some newer Project Egoist abilities. People keep comparing it to Rin's curve shot. But remember, the devs themselves said Sae is still unfinished. That's right. Sae currently only has one cutscene move. And let's be honest, it's not that strong. A decent goalie can block it just by standing in front of the net. Meanwhile, characters like the new Otoya, Nail Bachira, even Igaguri, they've got two cutscene moves. That's why I truly believe we'll be getting another ultimate for Sae down the line. I'm hoping they give him something more midfield-oriented, like that anime moment where Asagi tries to shoot, and Sae just casually bumps him with his shoulder to cancel it. Imagine that as a special move. If you guys have ideas for a second cutscene skill for Sae, drop them in the comments. Maybe the devs will see them and take notes. Who knows? Now about Sae's arm swipe, the move that's currently keeping him in top tier status. There's been a lot of talk in the community that it should get nerfed, just like NEL Asagi's dash, which got reduced in duration. Some are suggesting arm swipe should be 50% shorter, but honestly, that would be a mistake. If they nerf it too hard, Sae will fall from meta, just like Nail Asagi did. And I'm not saying Nail Asagi is bad, people just dropped him after the nerf. Sae's a midfielder, and he needs at least one solid utility skill. Arm swipe is balanced in my opinion. It's short range, has a fair cooldown, and it can be dodged with good dribbling. It's not broken. And let's not forget, Sae is still considered unfinished by the devs. That means we're likely to see more updates to his kit, and hopefully another cutscene ability soon. I wanted to bring up the idea of a Sae rework. Now I get that right now this might not be seen as the most urgent thing. After all, Sae is still relatively fresh in the game. From time to time his animations, shots, and small tweaks get added, which keeps him updated enough to fit the current meta. However, I came across a rework concept in the suggestions tab on Discord, and as a Sae main, I've got to say, it really stood out to me. It's unique, well thought out, and stays true to his character from the anime. So, let's go over it. Credits to the original person who posted the idea. This was awesome. First ability, same, but changes when you're not with the ball. First ability, Aim Breaker. He is the change when you don't have a ball, so basically Sae dashes sideways at high speed. If he hits a player with the ball, he hijacks their screen, ragdolls them, and steals the ball. If the opponent is in the middle of a shooting animation, it pushes them instead of ragdolling, while also shaking their screen. If the target doesn't have the ball, they just get pushed and slowed for 0.5 seconds. Can be dribbled through like Arm Swipe's second ability. Still the same new shot, same name, beautiful shot. Works with and without the ball. After a brief setup, Sae performs a powerful shot. Similar strength to Nagi's trap shot, with extra power based on whether he's looking up or down, like normal shots. Grants immunity. But here's the twist. And the reason I love this rework so much, if Sae has used perfect pass on a teammate within the last 5 seconds, and then uses beautiful shot, the teammate is forced to pass it back to Sae. The return pass is guaranteed, has infinite iframes, and once the ball reaches Sae, he instantly volley shoots it with power, comparable to a power shot. This addition is anime accurate from the U220 match. Mirrors Kaiser's animation in some ways, but with the Sae. It's what he really needs right now. Awakening, no changes. Sae's Awakening stays the same, I mean the animation, so let's get to the Awakening moves. Divine Destruction. Random 1 of 3 dribbles. 1. Nutmeg Dash, with ball, requires opponent nearby. Nutmegs the opponent, then dashes forward. Grants immunity to Sae, not the ball. Stuns for 0.4 seconds too. Jump plus lift with or without ball. Sae jumps while lifting the ball. Can dribble players ragdolls longer than normal. Doesn't bypass iframes, grants immunity 3. Dodge Dash, with ball, requires opponent nearby. Evades the opponent and dashes forward, stuns for 0.2 seconds. Grants immunity final ability. Beautiful shot, awakened. Same move as above, but buffed with more speed and power. Right now, Sae is good, but he lacks the wow factor that other meta styles offer. This rework adds mechanics that reward planning, positioning, and combo play. Most importantly, it gives us something that finally makes his playstyle feel like Sae Itoshi from the anime. So that's all for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did I miss? Do you agree with the Sae buffs? And what's your dream cutscene move for him? This has been your update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.